Hello, everyone, and how you doing? BPT's mini podcast Extravaganza begins right after. So stay tuned, everybody. We're gonna have an awesome show. Luke Jeffers and Chris Kennedy are here with me, and they are standing by. So stay tuned, guys, and everybody. BPT's mini podcast Extravaganza for July 16th, 2023 starts in just a few seconds. Stay tuned. It's coming up next. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday to all of you guys, and welcome everyone to BPT's mini podcast Extravaganza for July 16th, 2023. This is going to be a mega packed show for you all tonight. Hopefully, this won't be a long stream, so we're going to try to keep that as much as we can and jam it all into this awesome podcast stream. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am Remix Plum and here for Brandon Palmer Television. And standing by, ladies and gentlemen, I got two guests with me. We're going to introduce one right now. He is the founder of LJPCBM, and sadly, FWS is currently postponed until further notice until things go back to normal. But yeah. But anyway, he's the founder of LJPCBM, and he has great content over on his YouTube channel. And of course, he's also the founder of Cartoon Explosion. So there you go on that. And yeah, so let's welcome Luke Jeffers.
Hello, guys. As I'm currently gonna read you this whole three chapter long story regarding to the seven we're gonna be doing for this whole TV cartoons. And yes, everyone, recently was as he told me everyone about he told everyone about FWX recently in the news reports. Yes, it's true that there's been a major strike going on, but the good news is that on Thursday there will be something very special on that because I'm moving on to my next chapter live currently. But it's been postponed for a short while. But, however, there's a major catch, okay? Plum Studios will be rebuilt, not sure when exactly, until let's just see what happens.
All right, thank you for the introduction, Luke. And join me, everybody, the co-host of Take Your Pit Live, and also one's Western Media Vision, and still working on some projects and some other things. And of course, check out his music as well on Spotify and YouTube Music and all that other stuff, and Apple Music. So let's welcome Chris Kennedy. Let's add him into the stream.
How are you, Remix?
Hi, I'm doing good, and yep. So there you guys go. Those are the introductions for tonight.
How are you, Luke?
Doing good? You?
Awesome. I'm doing all right. I'm trying to manage.
Yeah, and on this wild and crazy Sunday night, and of course Luke has the biggest discussion on tonight's episode. So I think we will start off with that one first, and then we'll move on and discuss some of the stuff that that we remember tonight and everything of the 90s and all the other generations. And that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's theme for this podcast is all about cartoons.
Yes.
That is the theme for tonight's show. It was supposed to be a theme for last week, but I had to, postpone it and do it tonight, which we're doing it live right now on BPT. And so we won't talk about what happened last week because we're not gonna just worry about that. But so tonight's topic or tonight's theme rather is all about cartoons, and Luke has something huge he's gonna be sharing with us here for you all tonight on the stream. So so hopefully, guys, head into the campfire with some roasted marshmallows and graham crackers and chocolate, and sit around the campfire as Luke will go into details on everything about cartoons. So there you go on that. So get your s'mores ready, everybody, because it's gonna be a road trip with Mr. Jeffers.
Here is some details.
Yeah, and some delicious popcorn.
Yes. But anyway, here's some stuff, TV cartoons, and it's / childhood memories I grew up with. Now,
so go ahead, Luke, and kick us off, and that's gonna be that's gonna be the first part. So go ahead, Luke, and tell us your story. I'll put you in the solo layout.
thank you.
All right.
Now, here are 3 chapters regarding to the whole entire, let's say, TV cartoons and childhood memories. Okay. Now, chapter 1, cartoons. Here are the list of TV cartoons I grew up with. Okay. They're as follows: Arthur, SpongeBob, Recess, Pepper Ann, Teacher's Pet, The Weekenders, Lloyd in Space, Timo Supremo, Legend of Tarzan, Digimon, Beyblade, what else? Kim Possible.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. It's on Jax one time or two Disney back in the day. But anyway, Proud Family, Cohen's Revival, by the way. Timon and Pumbaa, which is always a favorite on Toon Disney back in the day. Fillmore, House of Mouse, Dave the Barbarian, Brave Mr. Whiskers, American Dragon Jake Long, Boss of Maggie, The Replacements, Aladdin from 1992 until 1993 until 95 series, by the way. Goof Troop, Tailspin, Bonkers, the original Darkwing Duck.
Yep.
Tails, the original, because I haven't seen the revival yet. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I've not seen the movie yet.
Yeah, the movie's good.
My Ducks, the animated series, which is on Disney Plus, by the way.
And I like that show too.
Quack Pack, I saw that as a kid.
That one, yep.
Gargoyles, the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, 101 Dalmatians series, Hercules, the animated series. No, I did not pull middle finger, so I just want to keep it as it is. Anyway.
And Kim Possible, you mentioned Kim Possible.
I just mentioned Kim Possible in the story, yeah.
Yep. Okay, continue.
Okay, Doug, the Nickelodeon and bits and pieces, and Disney's Doug along the way. Buzz Lightyear Stark Man, The Little Mermaid, the 1992 version TV series.
Yeah.
Madeline,
I remember that.
Sabrina the Animated Series, and Sabrina Secret Life, which I saw as a kid. Toll Patrol, which I grew up with. Garfield and Friends. It's on Toon Disney, by the way.
I remember
that. One, which I grew up with as an HBO family kid on Jam, before it was HBO Kids at the time. Crash Box. Storlo the Animated Series. Clifford, it was back then, Clifford the Big Red Dog, and Clifford's Puppy Days in the time. Happily Ever After, fairy tales for every child. Blue's Clues and includes Revival, by the way. Every Marvel and DC cartoons combined, with the exception of Teen Titans Go, which sucks.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003 version. And the Rankin Bass special. So many other to choose from as cartoon lovers alike. Before we do our final chapters, there are two chapters in this ride. Here are some dishonorable mentions in the shows I'd like that is no longer my favorite anymore. And here they are.
Okay.
The Magic School Bus, Little Einstein, Ed, Eddie. One of my least favorite shows. And it's a terrible show.
Which is coming back, by the way.
Yes. Why? How?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
Yeah. The joke's not funny. The jokes and humor is not even fun. It's just terrible. Anyway, Super Y, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, My Friends Tigger and Pooh, Pokemon. I know everybody knows that.
Which I do like. I'm a fan of Pokemon, but I
Okay. Teen Titans Go sucks, I know.
yeah.
Caillou, which everybody hates. It's about a bald-headed guy, who cries a lot.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Oh, man. Sid the Science Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, Peanuts Charlie Brown special / cartoons.
Which I do like as well. Sorry to say, but anyway.
Anyway, Chapter 2, Childhood Memories. Since 1995, I had a bunch of childhood memories to begin with. For the very beginning, I enjoyed listening to PBS NewsHour with the late Jim Lair. Then I enjoyed Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, and other game shows. Not counting the Bob Barker shows until his final seasons of The Price is Right. Then I enjoyed a bunch of Nickelodeon. That was until I watched SpongeBob as a kid. And that's how I realized I branched out of Nickelodeon for a while to do some Disney recording on TV, which I'll get to that in a little bit. Meanwhile, I had a VCR, which was a VHS copy of Barney Live in New York City, Babe the Sheep Pig, and the Rankin Bass version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And that's how I VHS then somehow shaped on form. I got a peanut then shaped on form. I had peanut allergies at an early age. That's how I diagnosed with autism at 18 months old. And then I began my career as a technician. Sometimes look at AOL dial-ups, and then other times I play some CD-ROMs games. For example, Quiver Speaking Activities, the movie Storybook, Toy Story Animated Storybook, Blue's Treasure Hunt, etc., etc. However, until I visit my aunts and cousins' house to first listen to heavy metal music. The first time I listened to heavy metal music was as follows: "We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions" by Queen. During that time frame, kept going my adulthood age, listened to it over and over again. AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Twisted Sister, etc. So many heavy metal music that I don't listen to too much. Anyway, meanwhile, I first discovered this website called YouTube in the late May of 2006. And at first, a smart website cover.
Yeah. I tried. Oh my god. I tried it.
Right.
Man, I keep forgetting to mute the mic, and this phone is something else. I'm getting angry.
Jeez.
Hi.
I forgot to mute my mic.
I get that
All
way
right,
too.
go ahead, continue. Go ahead and continue, Luda. I do apologize. I gotta mute my mic.
Anyway, in all seriousness, at first I was watching Smosh lip syncing the cover of the Power Rangers theme song. The Teen Titans episode called The End Part 3. The Sesame Street theme song, Sesame Street timeline video, and SpongeBob Hat Pants. In fact, we began my filmmaking career. At first, I was making a report on pigs, some audio cassette tape films, and home movie Power Rangers 1 and 2. And that's when Elgin was born. And the final chapter goes like this. My discovery with Tube Disney is requested, by the way. In 2002, I was at my aunt's house when I realized, okay, that was new. And that's why I got to check out this website months after the discovery first happened. In late 2003, I was getting ready to record some TV for the first time on my VCR. This is before I got Comcast. Started recording Playhouse Disney tape, and that is a Christmas episode, JoJo Circus. And that's how I got a chance to record TV. Months later, I finally got my hands on as a Comcast cable box on the cable box thing, and that's how I really wanted to record stars the first. Movies only. So I fell in love with a channel called Tube Disney, channel 135 at the time. And then in the beginning, I recorded some Jack's Tube Disney shows. For example, The Weekenders, Pepper Ann, Lloyd in Space, Recess, Timo Supremo, Fillmore, Proud Family, the original series, by the way, House of Mouse, Teacher's Pet, Timon and Pumbaa, Aladdin, Goop Troop, Darkwing Duck, Buzz Lightyear Star Command, Gargoyles, The Legend of Tarzan, Kim Possible, Power Rangers only started with Dollar Thunder until Mystic Force, Digimon, Super Mario Monkey Team Power Force Go, Dragon Booster, Beyblade, and others. By that time frame, by the time the double feature movie show came on, she had to leave work, come home, and get ready to record, and so I can get ready to watch the whole tape on the way home from school. By the time I branch out with Toon Disney, I'm ready to focus on my filmmaking career more often. So yeah, that's basically it. And that's the whole story regarding to my whole story of TV cartoons / childhood memories. So that's the whole story. So that's basically on the whole thing. Let's get back to remix and the whole thing on cartoon segment. If we are gonna come back or whatnot, I don't know.
Well, I can tell you, I go for the same thing with my microphone. I forget to mute it, so don't feel bad, Remix, I have to say to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do apologize because, like I said,
No problem.
it's my phone that's, trying to do the stream and, trying to do something in the bathroom and making sure that my mother don't slip and fall and yeah, it's just chaotic for today. And nothing but chaotic, but I do want to try to keep that off the stream as much as I can, but
yeah, keep it PG.
But yeah, I know, keep it PG. Yes, I know that, but just trying to get everything in order. And yeah, and for my phone, acting stupid, because every time that I thought that, I did mute the mic, and now me, and whatnot, and tell my mother about everything, is sadly going to be in the stupid stream, which I didn't want to begin with, but things happen, and I think that what I'm probably going to do is give me a microphone, and I'm going to probably just stream on the PC, and then I know for sure that I'm going to stay muted, and then that way, if I have to answer somebody who needs me, yeah, it's just a mess. So I do apologize, guys. We have somebody in the chat and everything, and yeah, it's just a oblivion mess right now. But hopefully things will go back to normal.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Check the breath.
Yeah. Yeah, doing well, Chris. You? Yeah, Cougar Twin Brothers Fan Joel Productions. Yeah, they're my brothers, by the way. Yeah, you're fine. Remix, it's just screwed up big time, you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can't do nothing about that. I mean, it's like the solo. Yeah, I mean, again, I thought for a reason that I tapped the mute because I'm doing this on the mobile phone. I'm using Chrome, to do StreamYard with. But like I said, when I get me a gaming headset or something like that, then I'm gonna just stick with doing it that way, and because this Samsung phone was so good to me, and now it's gonna keep cutting off the internet off and on, and that to me is the biggest pain. To have to fight with the phone, for the Wi-Fi and everything. Because like I said, Wi-Fi is not as stable as Ethernet, and I'm gonna get me a gaming headset, and I'll be just streaming it on my PC. Just for the sake of it. But anyway, Luke, thanks for the detailed in chapter. That's going to be a highlight for sure. Not a highlight when I have to scream and yell and have to wipe the floor in the bathroom because it's wet, and I have the fan on so it can dry up the. Yeah, I'm just I know it's just today is so freaking chaotic. Let me hide that because you people see the notice. So anyway, let's get back on track and get into cartoons because that's what we here. That's what are we doing here tonight? Yeah, that's what we're here for is discussing cartoons, not talking about personal matters or politics or anything like that. No, tonight is all about cartoons. Simple, sweet, no nonsense podcast. Yeah, I'm Brian Palmer Television.
Inspire the heart.
Oh, okay, now I gotta take a breather, and we will continue with this awesome podcast stream, courtesy of my mouth. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, diarrhea of a mouth. But anyway,
I get that too sometimes. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. But anyway, so let's move on, and I guess I'll go over on the cartoons as well. Growing up in the 90s, cartoons have been part of my life ever since. Now I know that I'm 34 years of age and I shouldn't be watching these cartoons anymore. But you know what? Don't be my friend if you're going to tell me that because I don't want to hear any nonsense. Because but yeah, I've been a cartoon fan all my life. Period. And that's pretty much all I got to say.
Yeah, that's pretty much all. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, yeah, if you want to not watch cartoons anymore, then that's fine. Consider that, for you and everything and your well-being. But for me, cartoons are my passion ever since, because there's been a lot of stuff, that I've seen over the years, even if I haven't seen it in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
When it was on TV back in the day.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's my list of the cartoons that I finally remember as a childhood, and the cartoons that I don't watch because they're stupid, like Teen Titans did. Oh my god, yeah. Don't get me started on that. All the other cartoons, which we'll talk about. So okay, so starting off, obviously, the whole Looney Tunes cartoons back in the day when it was on Cartoon Network. It was on Nickelodeon and all of that.
Yeah.
It's just me. And of course on Nickelodeon from 1995, you had a very old show from 1955 called Gumby, the green
Hey, how you doing,
Gumby
buddy?
play. Okay, and there you go. And welcome to the stream.
Mhm.
So Gumby, the green clay animation, and I'm a big fan of it still to this day. I love it, love it, love it. And so Gumby I really enjoy. And of course Gumby was on Nickelodeon back in the day. And as Luke mentioned, Author, that I watched. Sadly, it's no longer on and whatnot, but but there's reruns of it.
But there's a catch. There's gonna be a new show coming out from Mark Brown about frogs on HBO.
Ah, that sounds interesting.
It was Billy told us about.
Ah, well, thank you for telling me that, Billy.
Hmm?
And like I said, Billy, I know you're probably watching the stream tonight, but like I said, be kind to Mr. Bucket and do what he says. Take a shower, brush your teeth, go to bed, and have your pom poms tight, and get ready for Supercharged Monday, courtesy of Remix Plum and Luke Jeffers of LJPCBM Studios.
Wow, that was from such cool and all that good
Yeah.
activity.
Yeah, /12/123 ABCMEIS. I don't know.
Jesus.
Okay. Anyway, so that's that. So the other ones, basically, what else did I saw? Oh yeah, a show. Oh man, let me think. Oh yes, okay. So obviously the Jetsons, the Flintstones, the Hanna-Barbera classics from the 50s and late 50s and 60s. And of course, yeah, they made a terrible movie, which I think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
From 1990. Yeah,
Right.
Jetsons the movie. But yeah, so the last time I saw that was on a HBO channel. But yeah, so Jetsons the movie, obviously. So there you go on that. And of course, who could not forget the iconic show of the 1980s from Hannah? Either them or Ruby Spears or whoever. A show called Thunder the Barbarian.
I never heard that show. No.
Oh yes, I like this show. Yep, Thunder the Barbarian.
Yeah, I heard
Yes.
Dave the Barbarian. Never in my life heard Thunder the Barbarian. No.
That's from the I believe from the 80s. Because that was on Boomerang at like 2 a.m. in the morning or 1 a.m. in the morning, and then and then just go to sleep afterwards. Back in the day when Boomerang was great until it became an absolute trash.
Yeah.
So we won't talk about that. So Thunder the Barbarian. Yeah, I mean, there's so many great shows, and Luke's stepping out of the moment, and
just getting the game out and just sit down in bed.
Yeah. Whoa, you both Luke's gonna go to the bed.
No.
And he sits there,
No.
get excited for the stream.
Oh God, you're killing me, Rebecca. You're killing me.
Yeah, I know. I'm full of laughter. 34-time certified 34-time mess. I mean, what do you expect? Anyway, yeah, and as Luke mentioned, the Disney afternoon cartoons, like Luke said, DuckTales, obviously, Chip and Dale, Darkwing Duck, Bonkers, Goof Troop, Gargoyles, the Aladdin, the TV series, Little Mermaid, obviously. Which, by the way, yeah, I believe that Mermaid TV cartoon is coming to Cartoons Flow. No. It's gonna be on Disney Junior, not cartoon. No. I totally screwed that up. No. Anyway, let's just pretend I didn't say Cartoon Explosion. Okay. All right. So anyway, uh, the Little Mermaid cartoon's gonna be on Disney Junior. That'll be coming out in 2024. Not Cartoon Explosion, unfortunately. No. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so I screwed that up. But anyway, yeah. So Little Mermaid, and of course, what's the other shows? Oh yeah, Mighty Ducks, the animated series, like Luke said. Crack Pack, Crack, and he watered away. Um, oh my God, yeah, I know.
Yeah, can't wait, buddy.
So yeah, pretty much everything of the Disney side. Now, Lou, I think you probably forgot the Gummy Bears cartoon.
I haven't seen that until YouTube. That was yeah. I never saw it when I was a kid. No.
Yeah, and that Winnie the Pooh one from 1989. That's the other one too. 88 or 89. I forgot.
That show was the only thing I saw from YouTube. The early days of YouTube.
Yeah, and Tailspin, like that I saw too.
I was watching that and recording as a kid growing up. I forgot about Tailspin. I forgot Royale Dow. I put Extravaganza.
Okay. And yeah, I talk so fast that my brain's like, dude, you gotta slow down. You're talking like 125 miles an hour. You gotta slow down. Obey the speed limit. Like boom, boom, boom. I know. I gotta really slow down.
I never saw Adventures of Gummy Bears until YouTube. I mean,
my
nostalgia never saw Adventures of Gummy Bears until when I was discovering YouTube. That, along with the Smosh lip singing, the Power Rangers Beanstalk, that was the very first Smosh video they ever done. Ian and Anthony, along with the Teen Titans Be In episode Part 3, and Sesame Street Timeline video, and SpongeBob Pants, a parody of SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants is a show I've watched as a kid growing up.
Yeah, that's one of my honorable mentions. Sorry to say, but
I grew up with SpongeBob, yeah, because it's one about pineapple in the sea, and it has to do with let's say, it has spin-offs by the way, but it has to do with the Underwater Adventures, and it's great. Both of you, some of you are fans of Remix Plum Studios and Elsa Squall and other things. Love SpongeBob. I highly recommend you check it out because I've been a fan of SpongeBob since day one in the early 2000s because SpongeBob is a fan favorite for me. Since
as I go in the chat room and play hide and seek with them. No, just kidding.
What? No, it has to be. It's been on for like 12 seasons now. 13. Excuse me. Yeah, 13. And then, meanwhile, and then it's been on for 3 movies. It's plus a spin-off SpongeBob movie about Sandy Cheeks. Coming out soon. I mean, I grew up with SpongeBob. Who doesn't? But yeah, continue what you say about cartoons.
Okay, well, I just gotta do this for tonight. I just gotta do this.
So sorry, guys. Oh my God!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, my brain, my mouth,
Yeah.
my
And
I breathe at the moment. It was my brain. Sorry.
yeah, I know it's hurting my brain too. Yeah, so I'm so sorry, guys. I talk so fast. Like poor cat curses a lot, and he says it on accident. LOL.
Me of Cool Cat, I did a
That
Blog
was
Show
funny.
episode, Cool Cat Saves the Kids, and it was now uploaded on my Rumble account, which is great. So there you go.
I'm glad you got a laugh out of that, Luke.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody needs to have fun and laugh. Especially on the stream for tonight. When I talk so fast, I see Sonic the Hedgehog and just like, oh my god, it's like my brain telling me to slow down because I think I have Sonic in my brain. I gotta flush it out or something. I don't know.
My brain has been freezing for no reason.
Yeah.
For this whole over 7-hour long call, and I've been doing.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's just my phone wants to play tricks on me. It's like voodoo magic, and then it just casting these spells and whatnot, and it's just like my phone is possessed or something. I don't know.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Anyway, so back on the cartoons and whatnot, and I gotta slow down so I don't accidentally from the slip of my tongue I say something stupid on the stream. Anyway, so so that's all the some of the most of the Disney afternoon stuff. And yes, guys, sorry, Luke, but yes, guys, I do like Pokemon. I know. And I do like Digimon as well.
Yeah.
And of course Monster Rancher.
Wow.
That I remember watching. And some other shows too. There was some educational ones too back in the day. Like Captain Planet, and of course our lovable little purple octopus named Widget the Word Watcher.
Yeah,
Wow.
I remember him from the early '90s.
Yeah, he was so cool, and in fact.
Yeah.
They made 2 games out of Widget, one on the NES by Atlas, and another one by Atlas called Super Widget. And Widget's a really cool cartoon, and of course the video games all kind of cool too. The music's really good on both of them. But yeah, Widget the Word Watcher, voiced by the late Wesley Taylor. Who did Minnie Mouse all these years?
Yeah, which is I do remember posting it on my social media post somewhere, and you heard about it, from me,
And let's not forget too Mega Brain, who we thought that he was smart enough, but he's actually dumb as a rock.
Yeah.
But yet his name is Mega Brain.
She also voiced the alien girl on Buzz Lightyear Starkman growing up. I grew up with her as Minnie Mouse and the girl alien from Buzz Lightyear Starkman. Never in my life a Widget until the 20.
Oh, it's cool. Yeah, he is the Word Watcher, and and got to do what he has to do to, protect and everything and all that, and I mean, really cool. And of course, like I said, Captain Planet, and of course, Thunder the Barbarian with his sword. And I haven't seen this one, He-Man. I haven't seen that one.
He-Man was cool, man. I saw memes based off of He-Man.
And pretty much the Lincoln Bass specials, holiday specials.
This is great.
Like Rudolph from '64, Frosty in '69, Little Drummer Boy and all that. Even the sequels.
great.
And especially Luke, the one Rudolph that you forgot, or the one reindeer you forgot, is the one that they showed last year on CBS, and it was a huge hit
I
for the
was gonna
holiday
say,
season last year.
the story I was gonna write was basically on before I went on my adulthood, not in
Yeah.
my adulthood years, but all of
Okay.
my years here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So that was all about the. Okay. Yeah. Going through. Check them off. Okay. Well. Yeah. I can understand. See, folks, I'm always thinking forward, and I don't know why.
Oh.
Maybe it's because I'm afraid of skydiving. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I am afraid of heights. So
You're
yeah,
afraid of heights.
yeah, darn right I am. But so that's that. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Oh, and we can't forget about this movie from 1988, which is turning 35 this year on November 18th. And it happens to be one of my favorite movies ever. The soundtrack is amazing, and it's one of the best soundtracks ever. And Luke will have the Grinch as his best soundtrack, but for mine it would be this movie from 1988 because the music is so incredible. And if you try to find it on CD or vinyl, yeah, good luck. You're not gonna find it.
Yeah. Do do do
Same with
do
the
do.
Jetsons movie. You won't find that one either. The soundtrack.
Neither. None.
Yeah, because the Jetsons movie has a really good soundtrack. Songs by Tiffany, which they complained that she was in that movie and not the other one. But I did like the songs that she did in the movie, and the ending credits one at the end, which was done by I believe New Edition from the '80s.
Wow.
Uh, but yeah, it's a really good song. I really enjoy it. It's in the ending credits of that movie, and that movie, by the way, is dedicated to both Jojo Hanlon and Mel Blanc, who both died during the production of the movie. That was supposed to come out in like 1989, but then they pushed it to 1990, and then it just got slaughtered
Wow.
behind the other movies that came out in 1990.
Wow. It's just
Yeah,
like
I know. It's a shame.
what a shame. But the two movies, Kindergarten Cop and Back in the Future 3, were the best movies. But we're
Yeah.
not going to talk about that, but that's just me.
But like I said, I'm not gonna trash the Jacksons movie because I've seen it, a
Yeah.
lot, and it's good for what it is. But at the same time, I just think that maybe they probably should have done it better. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
It's just at the time,
sometimes they do mess up and
and
they
they
don't
missed
always get it right.
at the time, 1988, or 89-ish, they had Barbera was celebrating their 50th anniversary, and they did a television special. It was dedicated to the memory of Mel Blanc, who voiced somebody. I don't know who was it dedicated to at the time. I watched it on YouTube at the time, but it was great. But I haven't got a chance to watch again and again and again, and it was basically all that. You know,
Hmm.
it was all there because Hanna-Barbera's now been turning its 75 years or plus because it's been too much. Now they have
Yeah.
Barbera careers, the show, the whole creations of everything passed away, and I've been thinking during my early childhood, in the 2000s, I've been
Yeah.
thinking it was all there, you know.
Mm.
So yeah, it was just make sense. So that and the Jetsons movie, would have
Hmm.
made sense, but the Jetsons movie wasn't. But Brady's like, oh my god, seriously? It was like,
Yeah, I just had to say that.
oh God, you're killing me, buddy. But you know, the
I
the
know. I
Hanna
gotta slow down.
the 50th anniversary television special was had to do with all characters related to Hanna-Barbera, and to celebrate its 50th anniversary in 1989. It was on
Mm.
TV, so when you were born, Remix. So I figured
Yep.
I see it on YouTube, so there you go.
Huh. So now I kind of forgot what I was saying earlier. Well, see, folks, this is what happens.
Yeah, this was
Yeah. 1988. I'm talking about my favorite movie ever, The Land Before Time, 1988.
1988. Yeah.
Yeah, and not only the movie is awesome, but the soundtrack, to me at least, is my personal favorite of the soundtrack. There's only 7 tracks in the original soundtrack, and they're both awesome to listen to, especially the 7th and final track, and it just hits you so hard that it's so good, and it's one of the best scores ever for a movie. And that's why I prefer The Land Before Time over Oliver and Company. I know.
I mean, I grew up with Albert Comedy on the two Disney days,
Yeah,
and
because
so
I
was Land
bought that
Before
at a supermarket.
Makes sense.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think I bought that at a supermarket in my hometown when
Wow.
they sold VHS tapes.
Wow. At the time,
Yeah.
yes, when I have cartoons, like, for example, when Disney's seen it for one, the DVD game, I never played it for years, so I thought, okay, let's play it, and that's only one time. That was it. I never get a chance to play it again, and then several years. I thought it'd be nice to play again and again and again. So I thought, okay, let's do it on YouTube, but I couldn't do it in a way, so I had to finish off the scenic game on my main channel, but it's against the copyright rules at first. So I thought, let's do it anyway. To put on my main channel. But the movies I grew up with were 1999's Tarzan, Kim Possible's movie, so the drama, the Disney Channel retro movie. Proud Family movie. I got a chance to watch it till 2000, last year, as a matter of fact, on Disney Plus. So many other movies I got on DVD and Blu-ray were just so much on my list. CGI's Toy Story 2, 1, 3, and 4. Now they're coming out with a 5th movie,
Mhm.
I mean, seriously, I mean, there has to do with cartoons, besides from the whole movies, And yes, there are a bunch of, let's just say, movies related to cartoons, like Roly Poly, I forgot about the. Jesus. Roly Poly, the Great Defender of Fun. I saw that as a kid, and along with Roly Poly, I got that one other thing on VHS the same day I bought the Great Defender of Fun. That's a great baby bot chase,
Yeah.
That was there were 2 great movies, by the way. I grew up with Roly Poly along with PB and JR, and and no, we're not talking about puppets in this thing, but I'm talking Barry Baby House out of the box for this one. But no, we're not. They're not cartoons, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Those 2 are just not cartoons. There's a show that I like as a kid. Well,
Yeah.
I needed to slow down but I digress. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's certainly true. But yeah. So Land Before Time, 1988, and yeah, it's crowning achievement.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so the next one, obviously, the 1995 Balto, which I
I grew up
haven't
with
had on
that in
Blu-ray, no
2001. Yeah.
VHS.
Yeah.
But I did have it on DVD at one point.
Yeah. On.
Yeah, 1995.
Yeah. I got it. I first watched in 2001 during first grade class. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. So
And
they just muted the Reach for a Light for some reason when I first saw it. But when I was a Toon Disney kid, Reach for the Light was still that was my first time listening to Reach for the Light. It was great.
that's an awesome song. That's a great song from the movie. I enjoy that song.
It was a great song, but no less
Yep.
I have forgot to unmute this whole Reach for the Light song. She should do it. If you watch it, Miss Richmond, this for you. But anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, yeah, it was one of my teachers from first grade. But anyway.
Yeah.
But that's just basically it on that one.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I was only 6 when I first watched Balto.
Mm-hmm.
It was just Plum Studios when I was a little kid. And that's just me.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So anyway, next up is the show that I watched, and I watched this at elementary school, and I haven't really seen it on TV. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. But I did see it when it was on VHS. Saw it at elementary school. Won't give out the name of the school because the schools here suck. But anyway, um, yeah. So the TV show that I'm talking about from the '90s from Paramount is a show called the Busy Town of Richard Scarry.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one I've seen since late 90s, early 2000s, man. I forgot to talk about that in the chapters. Yeah, that was my honorable mentions. Yeah. When I first got Bananas Pajamas, the one VHS tape I have never heard, I forgot what it's called, but when I got it, I don't know if it's Dollar General or Family Dollar at the time. That's when I first got the tape, and then some of the Plum Studios of Busy World which is Scary first came out. That's what I first got the tape. Bananas Pajamas, and
Exactly.
it was a 1990s version, not the revival version, 2010s, But that's
Yeah.
2010s was a cartoon what I grew up with. From the 90s cartoon version of that. Well then,
Excuse me.
yeah. I mean, seriously, it's a Sinars nowadays. This is basically excuse me, Wall Brain version of the show with this world's very scary. And let me tell you something. When I grew up with that show, along with the two remaining Richard Scary videos, like this is I was a daycare, okay? Richard Scary's best what Callie video ever. When I was at 6 watching best ABC video ever. Those are the two busy favorite moments I've ever seen as a kid. I never got a chance to watch two videos after this. When I got a chance to watch something else like phonics, cartoons, like when the TV pop up and say they have the letters like phonics thing go like this. If you close up carefully, I want to show you the whole phonics in the screen going, and then all of a sudden this one scene where she said there's one that I think that guy saying bubble and it was like trouble for that. Yeah. And then and the woman's like, that's not a word. And then the man said, oh, sorry. What was that? What was that? I was only 6, but Dude, it's a word. Jeez. I was only 6, but, yeah, it's only phonics, But, it's only phonics, when it happened, I haven't seen phonics tapes in years. They have it on DVD, but, that's basically it, Never
Yeah.
on Blu-ray, never on 4K Blu-ray. Who gives, They have it on YouTube, so it's just made for kids, the phonics videos I'm talking about, I'll send the link to Remix about it, but it's all there going on the screen, it'll pop up on the screen going go whatever this is. I cannot say what it is on screen, on stream, whatever hey this is. Yeah, not gonna cuss on the stream, but
Yeah. Well, I was gonna get to that with the spelling, and this is gonna be a laughter for the spelling bee. This is so David, your word is dribble, and then he tries to say spell out the word dribble, and this is what he gets.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm sorry, David 3000, but that is incorrect.
Oh God.
Sorry, you don't get applause, but thanks for playing. Maybe, and who knows, maybe you can go to Willy Wonka and get some candy balls or something.
Let me show you what I mean by phonics, and it's from the 2000s, so it's on the screen somewhere. I can't find it. Ugh.
Yep, nice try, David.
Nice try. Oh, Rocky Roaring Phonics. That's it. Okay, there we go. Thank you. That's all we need to know. Where is that? Oh, there we go.
Time to play hide and seek. Oh, excuse me.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and just talk about the. Man, Rocky Roaring Phonics Volume 2. There it is. Found it.
Okay.
Where is? Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go. Thank God.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Now, here's one example. I'm not going to screen share anything, but I'm going to view this whole thing. Okay. Okay. One example, it has to be screen share, okay? But I know that one's for child going up, but here it is. I'll screen share one thing, example, but I muted this due to copyright reasons. But here we go.
You gotta do that.
Yeah. It has to do with this, okay? Screen share the screen where you want to, Remix.
If I can find it. Okay, hang on a minute.
Okay.
The folks can see it.
Okay, there we go. Here it is. It's probably made for kids, but here we go. Here goes the celerity. What we got? Here we go.
Yeah, purple eater.
Oh!
Yellow polka dot bikini. I don't know.
Oh, purple duck and bikini.
Yeah, little boy Pete. I took a nasty thunder. Ninja Turtle. Crumble your feet. I don't know.
That's not a word.
Bubble blobbly.
Yeah, that's what it was. Now, here, that's all I'm going to show you for right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the phonics I'm going to give it to you at this point, but that's your question anyway.
Alright, good to know. Now I gotta fix this and go to the layout and go back to this. There we go. Okay. Okay, there you guys go. We are almost at, well, we're gonna hit an hour. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially 60 minutes into the show. And we can't celebrate. There's no fireworks. There's no nothing because, well, fireworks are dangerous. And yeah, okay. Now back to the winter scheduled program here on BPT. And by the way, guys, like I said, if you guys are enjoying this episode, even though I kind of screwed up from the beginning when Luke was doing his little chapter thing, again, I do apologize. Hit that notification bell so that way, whenever I upload a new video, do a stream, you guys can be notified on that. And also hit the subscribe button and all that jazz, so you can keep it coming and enjoying the content here on Brand Plumber Television. Because I'm the content creator in the home of Teddy Pit Live. That's what it says.
That's what it says, folks. That's what it says.
All right, and I gotta show this to everybody. Yeah, Bubba Bobbly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, reference to one of my favorite games, Bubba Bobble.
Wow. I mean, I grew up with this walking word phonics, and then all of a sudden you have
Yep.
to mess up.
Yeah, I know. Just like David with dribble. Instead of the all, he puts the W.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dribble. DWIB whatever. Okay. Yeah. Well. I know. I know. This is a crazy world we're living in. I know.
I mean, yeah, go ahead and continue on your cartoons. I gotta get a drink.
Yeah. You need to wet your whistle and don't let the wine all come out. It'd be dry, like sand, and you have sand in your mouth. Okay. All right. So where was I? Oh yeah. So there you go. And what else do I gotta say? Oh yeah. So the other cartoon that I watched back in the day. This was on USA when they showed cartoons back in the day in the '90s.
Yeah.
I remember this
Mm-hmm.
when they had the Cartoon Express and whatnot. They had the animated series of Mortal Kombat and all that stuff. But the
Yeah.
one that I fondly remember that I believe was on USA. I thought it was called Mask, but it's not it. I don't remember that show. But the one show that I do remember though
I'm back.
Yeah.
is a show that Rob Paulson plays the main character, and you got Tony J, who is phenomenal.
Something?
No, and no, I am talking about Mighty Max.
Yes. Oh my.
Oh, wow.
I'll get to Tony J in a minute because he's in my my other favorite show, but I'll get to him in a minute.
Yeah. For some reason, that bothers me.
Yeah, good guess. That's a good guess.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Go there. I'm not learning any studies.
Well, hey, at least we'll get you a consolation prize.
Okay.
Just for your tribble.
Oh, God, I'm back. Anyway, I just got.
All right. Well, let me spell it out this way. Give you a nice consolation prize just for your. I need you to check out of that, Luke.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I know.
Yeah. Oh my. You guys are having a great time, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm just. Rigger's the one who made me laugh today. Especially
I know.
Oh, I know.
I understand. Yeah.
Nothing but fireworks. Yeah, I know.
Fireworks, exactly.
Yeah, it's hoping 5 hours straight of video, nothing but video chatting. And also, you just like, oh my God, we're going to do this for 2 hours more. Like, Jesus Christ, God.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
I'm with you, yeah.
We haven't done these video chats in so long, man. And then
Yeah, it's crazy.
my tape of Barney the Dinosaur on VHS, when all of a sudden I heard this. And then Bedtime Stories episode 371 on something I recognized to me in person in 2009 and then or 2010 because I was only 14 in person. It was her name was at the time. Let me show you the book, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You right back.
Okay, so as Luke finds his book, playing hide and seek, so Mighty Mats is the show. They also made a video game out of it too, which I've heard is not that great. But yeah, I've seen the TV show.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
I thought it was Mask, but it's not. I'm not talking about Jim Carrey's The Mask. I'm talking about the other Mask, but that's not it. All right, there's the book.
Her name is Temple Grandin, okay?
Not Shirley Temple.
No!
Nope.
No! She's dead. Anyway.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
One of the authors, scientists, and when I got a chance to meet her I don't know what year it was. I was only 14 in person. Man. She was at Savannah Country Day at the time, and she was great. Me, Mo, my stepdad, my mom, we had a great time, you know. Great. So, and then all of a sudden, after I finished 2 projects, we just had a 2-hour delay. We're finishing up, hanging up. Like, why?
Well, here's your word of the day, folks.
Oh, God. Jesus,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Mighty Mats from 1992, I believe. Maybe 91. I don't know. Okay, now get ready for this one because this one is the biggest one of them all, and as I mentioned, of Tony J. So this show, this is the most iconic show ever. It's a Canadian creation, and this was a show that was pushing a lot of CGI, great foods and everything. And when you want to talk about something that was, something out of the ordinary in 1994, and that's something that was impossible to do back in the 80s, but yet they somehow came up with it and brought us this experience in 1994. Because, like I said, 94 was a year of everything. It was the year of video games and all that other stuff, and music and all that other stuff. But this was groundbreaking at the time, and wow. So I'm going to just say it outright. So the cartoon that I absolutely love the most of the 90s, and I'm a huge fan of it still. I still watch it. I still enjoy it. And this was on Toonami back in 1999.
Yeah.
When it was on Cartoon Network. When Cartoon Network was great and it wasn't so crap. And that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about the masterpiece, the greatest cartoon of all, and that is Reboot.
I mean, I saw it on Hulu in the 2010s, which is great,
It is an awesome, awesome show. Go ahead, Chris, as you were saying.
I'm sorry, I hadn't seen that one, but I've heard of it. It is terrific. Yeah, I mean, everything about it is what makes cartoons so revolutionary, and that program really defines everything. Now, when it got to season 3 and 4, then things really went dark after season 3, and then we head into the final season. season 4, because that's when it really stepped up to the plate, that it became too much for the for 7-year olds to really enjoy the experience and not get a scare and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, this was the cartoon that really redefined cartoons in every way. And I used to have it on DVD. I had the entire DVD collection, the complete series on DVD when I bought it on Amazon. When I bought a 2 terabyte hard drive, Western Digital brand, and I don't have it anymore, unfortunately, which sucks, and I miss it. But yeah, this is a groundbreaking show from the '90s. It's my number one favorite cartoon of all time, and nothing is going to beat that cartoon any day of the week. That's how groundbreaking this show was.
That along with the other cartoons I like, besides the boring ones, except for the fact that it's not a cartoon, except for the fact that Boys will be out in next year, except for the fact there will be the striking business. It's going to be, we're going to postpone the Barney's World, is going to postpone the movie that's coming out, Barney, We'll see.
Well, speaking of Barney, all right, come on, show up. All right, well, speaking of Barney, Luke, if this is going to pop, okay, there we go. There you go, Luke.
Oh, God.
I just had to. Oh, I know.
Seriously, I was gonna, like, I don't know how many weeks ago, I was gonna tell you that they're gonna come out with
the cartoon. Yep.
video franchises coming away next year. They're developing the video games of Barney, something like
which
that.
is gonna be on top of Nico, I think.
No, they're coming out on PS4, Xbox One, or
you're talking about the video game, okay?
Yeah, Barney. Yeah.
Well, the Barney one, if I'm not mistaken, is gonna be on Max and Cartoonito. I don't know. That's what I saw.
I heard about it in the news. I saw it on, let's say, console, really. Not saying, not counting not just that, but not counting what you mentioned, but PS4 mentioned, and Xbox One. I saw the news thinking, wow, I was very excited about this, I had to show it to Remax,
Yeah.
Thinking it was great news for you, to play it, especially me,
Well, yeah, because so the name of the show on Disney Junior is called Ariel. That's what they're calling it right now on Wikipedia.
Yeah, because and the Barney's World thing, people are gonna hate the Barney's World show because the world is not for everybody except for me, because people.
Well, yeah, and the whole animation.
Yeah. And the
Which
fact
I can, understand. It's just like, what the character designs and the look like and everything. I mean, you don't want to mess it around too much. That people are gonna freak out and they're not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, according to Barney Wiki, it's coming to Cartoon Network preschool block called Cartoonio,
Yeah, well, Cartoonito.
Yeah, I have announced it. Anyway.
Yeah.
And Canada come out on Treehouse TV,
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be preceding Barney and Friends, the first television series. Anyway, but Ivana and Mattel Television will be coming out with this on not only Cartoonio, but also on Max. The streaming service.
Which used to have been called HBO Max, now it's just Max.
Yeah, it's just Max. Anyway, reception, visual announcement of the animated series. The initial first look at the resigned Barney drew criticism, which I understand because I was very excited about it, but overall it was promising.
It's just people don't like changes.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Now notable criticism came from David Jordan, which I was a friend. I'm friends with on Facebook, by the way, and Instagram, things like that. Anyway, the original Barney from Barney on Barney and Friends, Jessica Zhu, who portrayed Tina on Barney Backyard Gang and Barney and Friends. Then there's a D. La Gracia, the mother of Donnie Ravana, who portrayed Angelina Barney and Friends, later too disappointing to change. Now, the people who have an interest in voicing Barney are as follows. Bob West, the original voice of Barney, expressed interest in when the return of the voice of Barney would be rewatched. However, West would later confirm on his April 16, 2023 live stream they will not be returned as the voice of Barney for the rewatch. There's expressed interest in doing for the show. David Barnard is a former music director of the franchise, expressed interest of wanting to compose the music for the rewatch. Now, involvement, okay? Directly following the original announcement of the series, various officials confirmed themselves publicly involved with the rewatch, including Adam, I can't pronounce his last name, music supervisor, and Laura, I cannot pronounce, supervising music producer. Now, the merchandise will be other media. With the initial announcement of relaunch, it also has set to bring forth the full range of kids' products, including toys, books, clothing, and more. In 2025, merchandise for the series were first shown at Launching Expo 2023 in the Malay Bay Convention Center at Las Vegas, Nevada on June 13th through the 15th of this year, which is past already. Anyway, the release of that was going to be upon the official announcement. The television confirmed the relaunch will be available to streaming. Broadcast partners will be available later in 2023. May 29th, 2023, Fish revealed that it will be series will be aired, like I said before, Cartagino and Stream on Max. Series producer Pam Westman confirmed the series will air on the Treehouse TV network in Canada, which is surprising, During Mattel's 2021 virtual initial day presentation, Boy was included in the new series development by the Mattel Television. On February 13, 2023, Mattel announced it will be relaunched as Barney's franchise animated series debut in 2024. And now it's due to be production of the Mattel Television and Curious Entertainment. Nevada, the series is announced to be executive produced by I can't pronounce his last name, and Christopher Keenan from Mattel Television, by the Colin Mom, Doug Murphy, and Pam Westman from Nevada. Okay. The relaunch is set for to be introduced an audience to the world of Barney from music, film, adventures, story of love, community encouragement. The title of the series is now called Barney's World, was officially revealed on May 9, 2023. There is a lot of changes regarding this and will be released in 2024. Now, unfortunately to say this, people hated the new change. And that's just, it's not my theory, it's just it's just my excitement coming up. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm also looking forward to Barney and Friends to come out and the new movie in theaters, which is a very exciting thing. That's just me. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you were saying, wait, hold up. Boy Meets Cool Cat, seriously?
Okay, I gotta put it up though.
Well, he says,
Yeah.
here, kitty, what? Oh, God, really?
Yeah, I know.
I'll have to share my own love and animation comedy. That's fine. Yeah, okay.
Yep. So there you go. So yeah, Reboot is definitely my number one for sure.
Okay.
As far as dishonorable mentions go, yeah. Well, I can tell you one, and that is Freakazoid. Can't stand that show.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of thought,
Another one, yeah. Go ahead, Luke.
yeah, it's just the thing is, yeah, at the time, I know it's not related to cartoons, but you embarked on one day, and the introduction probably instruct the kids a TV show. You know?
Yeah, get that out of there. I don't want to. No, if I see that, I'm gonna puke. No, next.
Love the show, by the way. You know?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's fine, but like I said, I just want that out of my head because I try to move on, but yeah, so that's one of my dishonorable mentions, and that's Freakazoid. Can't stand it, and yes, Luke, you didn't hate me for this. The other dishonorable mention, you like it, I don't, personally, and that is Johnny Bravo.
Oh my God, Johnny Blow was my favorite.
I'm sorry.
What? Ah,
I'm sorry.
oh man.
I know. It's just like imagine Johnny Bravo spinning a wheel on Wheel of Fortune, then he lands on Loser Turn, and then Pat says something really funny like, "That's not quite what I had in mind," and then he
God.
just
Oh, you
storms
got
off the
one thing
stage.
in the cartoon. Courage,
Yeah.
coward dog.
Well, yeah, I've seen that. That's not my dishonorable mention.
Oh, it's not. It's a great
Um,
dog. But Johnny Bravo is my number one. You know, I got the DVD
yeah,
copy of Johnny Bravo season 1. I know you hate it, but I'm a
yeah.
fan of it. I've seen it
Well,
too.
just like you in Pokemon.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, my other dishonorable mention, I do like the video game, especially the Genesis and whatnot, and I played it on PC. But the show, it's kind of stupid and whatnot. Some people will like it. I mean, more power to you. And I think he's voiced by the same guy that was in The Simpsons. And he's a little Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, I
Oh
heard.
my God! Wow, love that show.
Nah.
My crazy neighbors, forgive me for that noise. Forgive that noise that they made.
Don't care for that one.
Sorry.
Teen Titans Go, I can agree.
Yeah,
Why is it Ninja Turtles? Yep. Screw that.
except for the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that sucks.
Yep. I would just stick with the originals and hopefully and of course the TMNT from 2007. Hopefully this new one is going to be good. I hope it is.
The new one, yeah, especially the movie they're coming out in theaters. Next
On
month.
August 2nd.
I said next month.
Yep. And like I said, I have the Ninja Turtles video game on the Switch, and the reason why I bought that game is just so I can play Fall of the Foot Clan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games on the Game Boy.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yep. Let me see what else. Huh. Well, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know either. Except
scratching my head about this.
your least favorite is SpongeBob. I love the show.
Yeah, and SpongeBob is on there too. I'm sorry. I think that's all the dishonorable mentions. And if I did forget one, I'll probably do a follow up. Who knows? But yeah.
We'll talk cartoons. Because dishonorable
Because like I
mentions.
said, I'm a cartoon lover. I really am.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
The whole thing about Muppet Babies.
I love Muppet Babies,
Yeah.
especially the 1984 version.
I saw bits of it on Disney Junior. The new one. Never. I saw the 80s one on YouTube. You know.
Yes.
And what about the animated one of Fraggle Rock?
Yeah, and I
I
haven't
love the
seen that
original.
yet, except for the fact I saw on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Of the
Isn't
original.
it? You know.
NBC it was on. Maybe CBS.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I know it was on NBC.
And I kind of forgot one more thing. The other one
Bill
that I like,
Money.
and I haven't seen it on TV, but I've seen it on YouTube. And that is, well, it's based on the popular toy from 1985. And I wish I had him because he was such a cool little thing. It was like the hottest holiday gift until the NES came out.
Yeah.
And that is Teddy Ruxpin.
I love
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of Teddy Ruxpin, do you remember Smart folks?
Yep, the cartoon.
Yeah,
Wait,
do you
what cartoon
Bear
again,
was-
Chris?
sorry, did you remember that Smarty Bear was competing with Teddy Ruxpin at that time?
I have not. No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I'll show
No, me
you
neither.
later.
Yeah,
Smarty
I
Bear.
mean, I never seen the cartoon of Teddy Ruxpin. No, I never.
Mm.
I did.
I haven't grew up with Teddy Ruxpin at all, except for the fact that I haven't bought it yet.
I love Teddy Ruxpin. He was one of the coolest, and probably it was the hottest selling toy of the '80s. And then when the NES came out, yeah, it kind of blew him out of the water. But he was such an amazing character, and still is, despite of changing his looks and everything, and that doesn't look the same.
Yeah,
And they were gonna say, 'cause you see,
No.
it's all 1980s. I was born mid-90s, so I grew
Well,
up in the
yeah, in the '90s, yes.
You know, it was all
Oh,
there.
I know. So let's see what else. Obviously, I gotta talk about this too. Let me go ahead and spell it to you, and I'll let you in on it. All right, let me go ahead and type this in, and I will mention this show
Oh
that
my
I
God,
watched.
Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah.
It's over
Well, I was gonna get to that.
I made.
I was gonna get to that. Yep. Well, there you go. Dragon Ball Z, as Luke mentioned.
I love Dragon Ball Z. It's off of Dragon Power from NES.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up with
And there was Dragon Ball, and then it was Dragon Ball Z.
Goku.
Yep. And Luke said it, and it's over 9,000.
It's over 9,000 million, as I mentioned on May Time YouTube. You know.
Yeah, that's a warning jab with Luke. Every time I say it's over 9,000, he's just like, "Oh my God, this character's gonna be so powerful. He's gonna whoop somebody's butt." I mean, like, "Oh God, okay, this is gonna be a tense fight. Let's see what happens. Who's gonna win? Goku or Cell? Who's gonna win this? I mean, it's gonna be epic for the ages. Let's see what happens."
Sort of like 420 of game show fandom.
I mean, I tell you. Anyway, yeah, Dragon Ball Z, as Luke mentioned, that was also on Toonami back in '99.
99. You see, I was a huge late 90s or 2000s kid, and when I saw that on TV with when my brother was watching it while I was watching the news hour with Jim Blair on PBS, he was just standing here watching. It's over 9,000, and that made me feel like
Yeah,
watch that.
it's so iconic.
And then years later, I was just standing here thinking of a joke, thinking it's over 9,000 million.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just my running gag type of joke idea. So that's how and that was been born ever since the early days of Elsa's Qual, you know. It was the early days of my YouTube channel, Luke Jails Extravaganza, everything. You know, I couldn't resist. You know? Over 9,000 million. was my running gag on YouTube. Especially That Was Easy Button, Mr. Rogers. It was way before all that. Especially the Jeffrey Rex puppet. Everything.
Well, Luke, I hate to break it up to you, but unfortunately, I have to outbid you. And as soon as this pops up, okay, there we go.
9,001 million.
I just had to do it.
3,000 million.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Just for you, Luke. I just had to do it.
No,
And I know this is not the Price is Right. I mean, yeah, it's not the Price is Right, but hey, I win. All right, I win, you lose. There you go. Yeah. So So obviously the '96 one, the remaster ones, they're not great.
like please. The last one was horrible.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the original voice acting, doesn't have the the things and whatnot that were edited out and whatnot. Especially one of my favorite episodes from DBZ back in the day, and that was episodes 28 and 29. And those were my favorites. And that was when, all hope was lost almost, and Piccolo was, severely injured and whatnot, and then, then waiting for Goku to arrive to show up and to show Nappa how it's done and everything, and he just manhandled him on both of those episodes, and I would never forget that, and obviously they had to ruin it in the remaster one, and it's never the same as it was back then when it was great back in the day, but with all the remastered stuff and doing all this editing and whatnot, and that's why you never see the original ever again.
Yeah, it was like wow, it's just totally ungrateful when they aired the last episode.
I know, and I was furious when they didn't show the final part of DBZ, and then they just went back to episode 1. Like, okay, well, what happened to Majin Buu, the pink bubblegum kind of dude? I thought they were fighting him, and now we go back to episode 1. Like, what is this? What is this crap?
Yeah.
This did happen. This was in 2002. I remember this because I was in school at the time, and I was freaking out. Like, okay, where's Majin Buu? Why we don't see him? What are you guys doing to me? You playing tricks on me?
When I was in elementary school one time, and when I was a little kid, and I was just thinking when
Get a sip of water.
Reactions were, oh my God, episode 1 really? But then it was years later after I saw this, But it's just like ungrateful when I first heard about this. Actually, years after this, when I react to Purple's podcast on Josh Martin with Chris Rager, who's the voice, one of the voices of Dragon Ball Z, with Josh Martin, who's also a Barney costume actor, as a matter of fact, for Barney's Big Surprise and some of the episodes of Barney and Friends, as a matter of fact. Chris Rager talks about interviews from Carrie Sisson, who's also Barney costume actor for Barney's Big Surprise, who hosts Purple Rose podcast at the time. I reacted to his video. I remember reacting to it on those React. When he did an interview one time, and I'm like, wow. I mean, one time I met Josh Martin in person, and he did Barney. I'm like, wow. I mean, and I remember seeing him on Purple Tail's podcast and Purple Rose podcast. But Dragon Ball Z, I was very shocked,
Oh, yeah. And so was my friend, who's probably not watching this right now. I don't know what he's doing, but it was somebody that I knew, living up there and whatnot. I won't mention his name. But yeah, Yeah, go ahead, Luke.
I met him, Josh Martin, last year at the con. It was great. So he signed my autograph during my Mr. Rogers notebook, and it was great fun. And he was like, and he voiced Brian in the Bob West version, saying, "Evidently, I love you."
Yeah.
Great.
Give him a nice sweet kiss and then go to bed.
What was that? I was just.
Yeah. And he'll walk you to sleep.
Seriously? No, Josh
Just
wanted
kidding.
to do things like I was laughing. Seriously.
I'm just kidding.
I said bye to Josh, and that was it.
But anyway, what I was saying before on DBZ, my friend who's not on the stream, while in the chat room, well, he'll remember this as much as me. But yeah, we were both watching the show with the epic showdown of Majin Buu and everything, and then after the show came back on, and then all of a sudden it went back to episode 1, and we were both scratching our head. Where's the final fight? Why we have the very first episode of DBZ? And it turned out to be that I think it kind of ended, and it ended on a cliffhanger. We didn't see what happened between the two. And then it just went back to episode 1 from the very beginning of DBZ when it all began.
It was ungrateful, and
yeah, it was a head scratcher.
Other things like it was tragic,
Yeah.
Like, holy crap!
It was probably because of production problems or just something that happened that was totally out of the ordinary, and we just never saw it.
Fault.
But
Turner who came up with the idea of making this whole comedy name, and all of a sudden he had dementia in 2018.
So I have no idea what happened.
I don't know what happened. It's just scratching our heads,
Yeah, because we wanted to see what would happen, and then all of a sudden we tune in to Cartoon Network, and then bam, the very first episode. I'm like, okay, what just happened to Majin Buu? Did he get his butt kicked? Did he get destroyed? What happened? Nothing.
Absolutely.
And I remember this too, because this was back in 2002 when I was still in school.
I was only 7. On what day we first released?
If I had to guess, probably 2001 to 02. That's all I can remember.
Let me search Dragon Ball Z and find out, okay?
Yeah.
I have no
idea. So that's Dragon Ball Z, and I'm a fan of it, and of course, the video games are still going strong, and as Chris mentioned, Dragon Power.
Yes.
Original one was 1996. He was talking about the night. Oh man, not the right. That's the one.
Well, I think the original was like 89 or to 96.
Yeah, we know. I'm talking about the Cartoon Network. I couldn't find it everywhere. No. Where is it?
But like I said, this was on Toonami back in 98, 99.
Series, yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I was 10 years old, and that's why I enjoyed watching cartoons. And Toonami was never the same afterwards.
Nope. Let's just see. Oh, Toonami. No, it's Adult Swim. No, I'm looking at Toonami. Load this up. Where is that?
Can somebody cue up the Jeopardy theme for Luke for 30 seconds? I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Dragon Ball Z. There it is. But
I'll just play Can You Take a Waterfall?
Toonami Jetstream. Oh, I see. Air above the unedited and uncut versions. That's what it says. And
well, either way you put it, it's a mystery.
It's a mystery,
But I do remember seeing that because I was literally right there watching it on cable television and watching it, and then bam, it just went back to episode 1. Like, okay, well, Well, thanks. Now I'm gonna have bad dreams and thinking about what happened to Majin Buu.
Let me see here. Where is it?
Why you not loud?
Yeah.
I couldn't find 2000 a year anywhere. Not the. I'm not talking about the one from 2000. Oh, there it is. Found it. The one that's gonna. Oh, it's the 2003 remix. April
Okay,
7th.
well, it was 2003. Okay, well,
I was at Georgetown Elementary School at that time, and it was at night, and all of a sudden, I don't know where I'm at when this first happened. No, it was
I think I put on the one. I think I put on the one pajamas. I don't know what happened.
no. So
Anyway, go ahead, Luke.
there you go. Oh man,
I
that
mean,
was
hey, I wasn't in my undies.
oh wow. So yeah, that was I found it. It was April 7th, 2003.
Okay, that was it. Not 2002. Okay, well, 2003. Yeah. So I was. Nah, who cares? Oh, yeah, probably 13, 14. Who cares? But anyway,
I was only
but yeah, I mean,
at the time I was only almost there to be 8. So who
mhm.
cares, right?
I was 21.
well, and here's the thing, in my teenage years, I know everybody's like, well, when you hit 13, you're gonna stop watching cartoons. I'm like, nope, nope,
Hey.
never. Then when I was 13, and I'm still watching cartoons as of today. 34. So there you go.
Yeah,
But yeah,
people.
DBZ. There you
Yeah, I
go.
was only 8. I still watch cartoons to this day,
Yeah.
and I'm 20 years old. I still never gonna stop watching cartoons, and
Well, yeah. I mean, on top of your work and other things, but you will find the time to watch them and watch your favorites. From generations and whatnot.
generations like, for example, here's another thing of when you get when you get back from the whole Dragon Ball Z. I did have autographs from Jason Marston back in 2022 of May from the Weekenders, for example. One's from Jason
Hmm.
Marston, Later Days, Tino, and Jason Marston. That's right, signed autograph. The other one says this. Hey, look, let's see some Chum Bucket, which was rip off of Chum Bucket with the SpongeBob, by the way. Love Tino. Jason Marston,
Yeah.
2022. And um, and the other ones were cartoon related, so I'm gonna show it to you now. And it's out recently, so I'm gonna show you. It's not weekends related, and I'm gonna show you the book I got for my 28th birthday. It's basically this book. It's called Disney's One Saturday Morning Adventures. So I got that from Amazon. So there you go. It's basically Doug, Recess, Pepper Ann, Timo Supremo, you name it. I grew up these shows when I was a kid
Yep. And your birthday was last month.
last month. Yep,
Yep.
sadly, I'm having a box meal for that day.
Yep.
Right.
When they served you a nice birthday cake and some pizza and all that other stuff, and then all of a sudden, like, hold on, you gotta lose weight, you gotta not eat all this junk and all that crap and all
Yeah.
that fancy stuff and
Oh
yada
dear.
yada. But yeah, that was that. But yeah, that was then. But anyway,
That was it. But now I just feel like, oh my god, I have to lose I have to get ready to gain all the way, but now I got to stop. Yes.
yeah,
I don't know what to do. I have to announce this on Thursday on my main channel thinking I'm moving on to my next chapter of my life because it has to be done and as soon it will be done. But in regards to not only FWX, but also some things that I have planned coming up in the future of my lifetime.
yeah,
So that's just me.
understandable. But yeah, so overall, like I said, in conclusion, yeah, Dragon Ball Z, still lives up, and even if you like the remastered ones, that's okay. But like I said, back when it was on Toonami days, yeah, I mean '96 to to '03. I mean that's where it really puts it up there to the top. But like I said, the remaster ones where they edited and whatnot. Yeah, those episodes were not as good as it was when it was original way back then,
In 2010 till
and that's just me.
2014,
Mhm.
I'm like, what's going on? Now they suit up in April of 2003 thinking, scratch our heads. I never heard of it until I first met you in 2010, thinking, oh my
Yeah, I
God,
know.
what's going on?
I know.
It just drives me
It was
nuts.
an unreal moment.
Yeah, it was unheard of, like thinking, shocking, like screwed up big time. I never want to say the D word again in stream, but I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so much emotional what's going on in this stream. Like, not stream, but Dragon Ball Z show. Excuse me. Anyway,
Yeah.
but it's too much. I'm like, what's going
Yeah.
on? It's Dragon Ball Z, and now we forgot one other thing we're going to talk about, and we'll wrap the stream because I have, and after this, because before during that time frame, I have to
Yeah,
review.
I know.
And
I know.
this movie that
I'm gonna try to speed it up here, but yeah, I know. But it was fun nonetheless.
yeah, yeah, it's fun. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, so much stuff we had to talk about and whatnot.
so much. I have to do one more thing, and that is Super Mario Bros. Movie that just recently came out in theaters.
Well, it was on theaters. Now it's on 4K Blu-ray and
Yeah,
Blu-ray and iTunes
yes,
and
yeah,
all that jazz.
yeah. I saw it and wow. And I have to do a CP preview slash spoiler-free review based on that. It's also CGI, it's great. And
Yeah,
but it's perfect for the ground
yeah.
up. And what's coming up next on Main Pocket Extravaganza? Who knows? Video games, which is who
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, and that's probably gonna be the next theme for the 20 for next Sunday.
Yeah, because during that time frame in between those streams, I will be on vacation. I don't know when exactly, but I'll talk about on Thursday.
Yeah. But yeah, so Dragon Ball Z, like I said, it's everybody's tradition and favorite. Whether they watch the show, they play the video games or whatnot, especially the new ones. It still has a big place for us fans. Who grew up within. Even the movies too that they had and whatnot, and because I've pretty much seen them all. When it comes to that.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up and whatnot. So, the other cartoons, obviously, you know, uh, I'm gonna talk about this one from like '92 and whatnot, and that is the anime Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's that one. Um, Now, obviously, I haven't watched this one in the '90s, but I'm a fan of it now. Ever since discovering it for the first time, this is also from the '90s, and that is well, yeah. I mean, you guys probably know the drill, and that is Samurai Pizza Cats
Wow.
and SWAT Cats. I can't forget about that one too.
Oh, these three shows
The
need.
the Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
I remember that 93, along with Two Stupid Dogs.
Yeah, that one I remember. Of course, Bobby's Word, Howie Mandel,
Bobby's World, yeah.
Life with Louie.
Yes.
Louis,
Dog.
Yeah,
along with
yep,
the Super Mario Bros. Super Shows, cartoon bits and pieces.
yep. From '89. Yep. Eat the Cat.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Tasmania.
Yeah.
The '90s one.
Yes.
Um, let's see what else. Blah 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 blah. Well, obviously, I had this on VHS. It was 2 episodes, but yeah, like Luke mentioned, Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which I've seen back in the day in the 2000s when Yahoo had this thing that they launched back in the day. It was called Yahooligans,
Ah, yeah.
Wow.
which was a way that you could watch those old deep TV cartoons, and that's how I discovered the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, The Legend of Zelda,
Very
the
nice.
whole Choose Me Princess kind of thing.
Yeah.
Of course, the Adventure of Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, based on the video games, and the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog that I remember watching back in the day. Then you got Sonic the Hedgehog or SATAM. And maybe I remember this watching on TV, but I haven't seen it since. Well, because like I said, I mean, I first saw it on YouTube. I don't remember seeing it on the TV back in the day, which is Sonic Underground, which not a lot of people like.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Then Sonic X, when it was on there. Sonic Boom, yep, on Cartoon Network. And now on Netflix, Sonic Prime, which is a really cool Sonic cartoon. And yeah, Cow and Chicken, I can't forget about that one. And Ed, Edd n Eddy, yeah, I know. Yeah. And of course, Mega Man, the cartoon. Can't forget about him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Bobby's World I mentioned. Mighty Mats I mentioned. Reboot. There was a lot of great cartoons and whatnot. We still get new cartoons and everything, so that's always nice. And pretty much everything. So if there's a cartoon you would, whatnot that you would want to watch, well, that really all depends on your preference and the taste and whatnot. And for me, I kind of like watching ones that have fantasy violence in them because that's what makes the cartoon unique and awesome and so intense,
Oh,
like we do.
I forgot to mention one other show that it's on Jags one time, which,
Yeah, and I forgot Get Ed.
Yeah, you forgot about Get Ed. Especially
Yep.
Yin and Yo,
Yep, and the one that I haven't watched on Cartoon Network because it was on Cartoon Network back in the day in 2003, but then I saw it on YouTube and I'm a fan of it. It's called Code Loco.
Camp
Oh,
Lazo.
cool.
I've seen bits and pieces of Camp Lazo,
From 2003 when it was on Cartoon Network, and I haven't seen it when it was on there at the time because I was too busy with school and putting up with teachers and all that crap. But yeah, I digress.
Yeah, they're the same people
But
watching SpongeBob and Rocco's Modern Life.
yeah, that one. Yeah.
What about Our Real Monsters? Do you remember that one, folks?
I've heard of it.
It was great, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
One,
Walker Powell, that Walker one that I like.
Which is great, yeah. Rugrats,
Yeah.
which is a good revival.
Yep, all of that stuff from Nickelodeon back in the day. Yep.
Which is great because I haven't mentioned some of the most of the Nickelodeon cartoons. I grew up with very weird childhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And yeah, look, I'm gonna mention this too, Dragon Tales.
Oh yeah, that was good. Bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna hate it at first in the late 2000s or early 2010s, but now I since Lose the Cool Guy mentioned it in 2020, I thought, okay, I'm gonna start loving it again.
And yes, I do like Sid the Science Kid. Sorry, Luke.
Ugh, why? Why?
Because and I used to have the movie on DVD, and I don't have it anymore.
I just want to do more jokes for episode based off of that, but I could. But I have done a Jeff Craig review about it with cameo appearance by my friend Benny Man, aka Brian Colbert. If he's watching now, it's for you. But anyway.
Yeah, indeed. Well, like I said, Sailor Moon. We can't forget about that one. Especially the theme song. And over there in Japan, all the nudity and stuff and whatnot. But when they brought it over here, they had to tone it down and whatnot, for obvious reasons. But there you go on that. But yeah, Cold Local, like I said, that I've, but uh, oh, and I can't forget about Sitting Ducks. Yeah, let's make a joke out of that. But yeah, Sitting Ducks, which I really do like. Yep, I do like Sitting Ducks, the Universal cartoon from 2003. I really enjoy that one.
I can't resist about that song.
And I used to have it on DVD, and again, I don't have it anymore, and that makes me sad. But hey, at least it's on Peacock.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yep.
I've seen one episode of Peacock, but I've never seen the rest of the episodes of Pacific Ducks.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
But I will watch it again, but who knows?
And yeah, Care Bears, can't forget about them.
Care Bears. I watched one movie of Care Bears, which is about this Wish Bear movie on Playhouse Disney one time. I recorded on TV, but it was on there along with Muppets Wizard of Oz on Disney Channel one time. And it was on one of the episodes which I least favorite shows. It's brand new on Playhouse Disney at the time, called How It Became the Little Einstein's a True Story, which somehow is not my favorite anymore. I hate the episode now, and I hate the show now. Yeah, why? But two shows: Muppets Wizard of Oz, and of course, Care Bears movie, Wish Bear movie, which is about wish upon a star, about this whole how to wish about how to take 3 wishes. It's not like Genie. It's take a wish bear, wish about so many wishes. Not
and
that before. It's a Nirvana movie, which I love. As a kid.
Yeah, and of course, Care Bears Journey to Joke-a-Lot,
which I have bits and pieces seen.
Yeah, and I will say this. Yeah.
I'm not seeing on Disney Channel yet. But the Wish Bear movie was also repeated out to Disney one time. On my Red TV. I never recorded VHS,
Yeah. But I will say this, though. I thought I wasn't gonna like the new Care Bears cartoon that they had back then. I forgot the name of it. It used to be on Cartoonito, and now they took it off. Oh, it's Care Bears Unlock the Magic, and I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but oh my god, I really enjoy this. I really like the animation, and I know it's a bit different than what it was with the one that was on Netflix, and and the other ones from like 2005. Bears Adventures and whatnot. Carolina Adventures. But yeah, Unlock the Magic. It was really good, and for some reason they cut it off on Dr. Nico, and yeah, I got upset.
The Big Wish movie is what I grew up with. You know, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And I grew up with this movie ever since. It's 2006 when I first watched it, of January. They released it in
So,
2005. I never saw it until January 2006. You know,
mhm.
where they had to wish upon it. You know, but Care Bears
Yeah.
Share Shawnee's movie. No, I have not seen it yet. They have released it in Australia. Wow. Same with Care Bears The Giving Festival in, like, wow, November 2010, you know. 2 movies, only Care Bears, let's say, during the Juggalo and the Big Wish movie only released in Nevada Limited, you know. That was it. It was in Canada. It was first released, it first founded in 1971. Wow. By Michael Hirsch, Patrick LeBert, and Clive A. Smith. You know, that was it. Anyways, on this BS, let's continue on.
Okay. But I would say that I think that pretty much covers everything about cartoons in general.
Yeah, I wanted to share my favorites, if I may, remix.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there were favorites from like the early 80s and mid 80s all the way up until the early 90s that I loved. Animated content in particular, some of which included Pac-Man, the animated cartoon series, and then they had,
Yeah, I saw on the box show review.
Especially the Christmas one.
Yeah, that was awesome. And the Thanksgiving.
Christmas one on the box show review. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
And then do you remember also the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show from 1985, I believe? And there was another series from 1983 to 1985, but the one I remember is 1985 on CBS.
Wow. Yeah, it's just...
I can't say I have.
I seen bits of it until nowadays. It was boring now, you know.
Yeah, Luke's not really a fan of it, but I do like. I am a fan of it.
Peanuts, yeah.
Especially Charlie Brown Christmas. Yeah. It's a classic.
Then I'll send you a remix of Charlie Brown special you might like. It's called. It's the girl in the red truck. Spike. It features Spike, Snoopy's brother. It seems depressing, but I don't know if you're gonna like it though. But it's it's like a heartwarming.
Internet dropping out.
Wow.
Can you hear me now?
I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought my microphone was cutting off. Yeah, so that takes care of Peanuts. Yeah, so that's kind of what I like about it. And what else did I remember? We gone over Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
There was Mork and Mindy, the cartoon, along with Happy Days.
I've seen that before, bits and pieces. You know, there was a sitcom based off of that in the 70s. Wars of Shirley and Happy Days. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember Thundercats and Foofer?
See these Thundercats?
Yes.
And Silverhawks on YouTube. Never on TV. No.
Not that Thundercats war crap.
No.
You like the original remix?
Yeah.
I love the original. The 85 to 90 version is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Replace the original. And when I talk cartoons, I mean the originals. Personally.
Yeah. To be honest, Chris, the same person who composed the Thundercats and Silverhawks was composed by the same person who did the NewsHour, Bernard Hofer.
Oh, nice. Awesome. That's cool. And speaking of the news shows, there was one that I used to like to catch. There were two, actually. And they were called the 10 o'clock news with John Rowland on Channel 5 in New York. And on WPIX Channel 11, there was Action News. And that lasted until 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I remember those. Yeah, check them out on YouTube, folks, if you want to learn about how retro news operations. They were better than what you see today, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but going
Exactly.
to animated shows, I feel like the Smurfs, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Mr. T.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Real Ghostbusters, and
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles, which had
Yeah.
We
originally
mentioned that before in the stream. Yeah.
Syndication. I used to catch that all the time. And that's pretty much, of course, the Nickelodeon cartoons, all the Nicktoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some Nickelodeon cartoons. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Inspector Gadget. They used to air on
Mhm.
Yeah. It was great. Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
So obvious
I
about
remember
it. The Inspector Gadget VHS tape at the time. Oh, I forgot one more thing. The Fat Albert cartoons.
Fat Albert, yes.
that. Hmm.
Yeah, I remember Fat Albert on NBC, and it used to be on CBS back in the day.
I remember the Fat Albert, let's say, movie on VHS. Never I saw it in theaters 2004. But when I got it, I years later I watched the Fat Albert TV series. Not when I discovered YouTube, and then got the copy of it on iTunes, things like that at the time. But then years later, went on. I want to focus on it on DVD, but never got a chance to do it on my Trojan list due to struggle issues. That was basically all that.
Gotcha. I'm trying to think of some other anime. Of course, The Simpsons, and then you got Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, The Simpsons.
That was
Yep.
great. He was a butthead, yeah.
Are my favorites. And what else? Anything else? I think that's it.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Spanning 4 or 5 decades.
Wow.
Yep. And so, like I said, the whole generation and everything of cartoons and. Yep, and growing up in the '90s, and I do watch them still today, even though I'm a bit old. But hey, who cares?
Me too.
But I mean, I do enjoy them. Oh, and I did forget something.
He did.
Yeah, besides Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go.
No.
There was a show that was on television, and then they took it off. I forgot what channel it was. Oh, it was on LA network. And it was a TV show called the Bikers Waste to. I forgot the name of it. It's that Bikers. I think it's Bikers Waste to Malls or something like that.
I've never heard of it. No.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was on the LA network, and then that channel, they got rid of that channel.
Well, okay, let me just see that. Let me type it in. We'll put the bikers. Mars,
Yeah, whatever the name of that show is, I think that's it. Because I know they made a video game out of that, and and all that stuff.
Anything? No, the cartoon bikers. The bikers. What now?
I think it's Race to Mars or something.
Great.
I don't know if that's right or not. And there's one more, and there wasn't anything.
Mars, yeah. The
Yeah.
original is 2007. Oh yeah, that's it. No, it's not it.
No, it's from the '90s.
No. The biker race to Mars. Yeah, let me search it up real quick.
Yeah.
Mars. Sorry, remix. Biker Mice to Mars. Oh no. Yeah, the Biker Mice to Mars. It's 93 to 96. That's what it says.
Yep.
That's what it's called. It's called Biker Mice from Mars.
Mm-hmm.
The final episode aired just 11 years before I first formed the company. February 24th, 1996. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Aired on Fox Kids, you know.
Yep.
Same with Power Rangers, which I never want to. Ownership of the series passed to Disney in 2001 with Disney acquired the Fox Kids Worldwide, which also includes Marvel Productions. That's what it says.
Yeah, and all the Marvel cartoons back in the day.
Yeah.
Yep. And
never heard of Biker Mice from Mars. I was too young. Sorry.
well, yeah. Well, it's not your fault.
It's not my fault. I was too young. I never heard of this show. I was like only months old when this first canceled. Oh, there's a 2006 series?
Well, like I said, when I saw it on the LA Network, I'm like, wow, they have a '90s cartoon on LA Network. I'm like, holy cow! Like, what is that doing on the channel?
There was a 2006 series of the '90s version. Yeah, but only one season and 28 episodes were produced. So it's aired on 4Kids TV, Fox. You know.
Yeah, 4Kids TV. Yep. Oh, and yes, I forgot about Beyblade. Can't forget about that one too.
I mentioned Beyblade before. Yeah.
Yep.
Beyblade V4s, which I grew up with. Beyblade V Generations, when I grew up with this kid as a kid growing up. I never heard the rest of the Beyblade shows.
Yeah.
After B Generation, when I was after that, I branched out Beyblade after that because I never heard these. And Pokemon, when I went on Disney XD, I'm like, what the? I'm
Yeah.
Pokemon is doing in Disney XD. I don't know why, but they need to stop bringing down Disney XD. You know, such chaos. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, Disney XD. When I was at college at that point at Warren Springs, I mean, why did Pokemon will be on Disney XD? Oh, and by the way, Yu-Gi-Oh! Why? Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 is on Disney XD. I never have seen that. It was on Tsunami back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And why Ghost Force? Never heard of the show, but
that's a good one.
It was on Disney Plus, but why this anime? At the time, yes, they have Beyblade. I never had Burst Quad Strike yet. No.
Yeah, I think I have. I think I've seen most of it, but yeah, I haven't. I don't know. I'll have to look on it, but one other show that I want to mention, and then we're gonna probably end the stream for tonight because it's been chaotic and fun and all that.
Yeah.
There's a show called Street Sharks.
Street Sharks, yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen and then one more show before we wrap things up. It's Family Guy, which he mentioned during the family adult animation.
Yeah. Yeah, and Futurama.
No. Yeah. Street
Sharks. Yeah, it's from the 90s.
Search up real quick. Street Sharks is the 80s show, 1990 to 1997. It was on ABC, so don't quote me on that. But, you know, I hate to say this, but I never heard of that show. You know,
Nah, well, me neither back in the day, but I discovered it on the YouTube, and I enjoyed it.
Middle Creek Entertainment and acquired the rights to the release series on DVD. They released the complete series on DVD. It reached one for the very first time in February 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had to release it in 2022 on Discard via on SD Blu-ray. Wow.
Okay.
I did not know that, but yeah, we'll
Me
wrap up
neither.
right now. I don't have time
Yeah.
to follow.
We're gonna wrap up the stream for tonight, and yeah, 'cause it was a lot of fun. And if there's a cartoon that we forgot to mention, well, like I said, I mean, we did our best, folks. But like I said, there's so many cartoons out there on the Wired. Some things you forget, some things you don't, and yeah, and it's always gonna stay with you. Well, for me at least, because I do find the time to watch stuff like that. So, yeah. So in all seriousness, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. And like I said, if you enjoy cartoons, we might revisit it at some point. But on the next topic for the next Sunday stream, which would be about E3. So we're going to be talking about that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of fun, for the gamers out there like myself. And I know Chris will be joining me and talking about E3 and the gaming and the wonderful disasters of E3. And now E3 is kind of dead. I don't know where E3 went. It's like in a graveyard right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So we don't know what happened to it, but well, only in time that we're gonna find out if E3 is officially dead. Because it's been that way. Because like I said, E3 has been since '95.
Yeah, I was born. Yeah.
So that's gonna be the next topic for next Sunday, or the theme rather. So yeah, so with that, folks, I think we jammed it all into show. And again, sorry guys for earlier. And yeah, Luke's chapters and whatnot is going to be the highlight, even though I kind of messed it up a bit because my phone, because I thought I muted the mic, but yeah, because my mother's in the bathroom. So special thanks to her for almost ruining the show entirely, and me wanting my mouth. But anyway, that's gonna do it for the stream. So I know Luke's probably gonna skip his outro, so I can understand because he's exhausted. We're all exhausted during tonight's stream.
Yeah, I am.
But that's for the fun of it.
Yeah.
As long as it's entertaining for you guys who is watching this, and to my guests and whatnot, that's what makes it special on BPT, and that's doing this and many others. And yeah, I have 2 new videos uploaded. You guys can check it out, and it's from that awesome game that I want to get on Xbox Series S. So I got 2 new videos. And that Sonic Mania video that I done, the debug, where Luke says, well, you wasting your time? Like, nah. Yeah, so it's at 1,600 views, and yeah, it's gaining traction. So thank you guys for enjoying that. I do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And like I said, guys, again, if you like what you see, like I said, hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything whenever I do a new video upload or do a stream. Either one of the two. Well, you can do all that, and yes, you can watch me on your Nintendo Switch if you want to. Like, hey, look at here, this is Remix on my Nintendo Switch. Look at that, everybody. And then they're gonna be like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, so you can watch me everywhere. You can watch me on. I mean, like I said, put me on your Xbox, put me on whatever.
even on your Apple TV. And no, apples are not included, but yeah, you can watch me on any Apple devices. But yeah, so you can check out the whole Brian Palmer television experience on your favorite devices and whatnot, blah blah blah, and all that jazz and all that. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's gonna do it here for tonight. This has been one heck of a show for tonight, and crazy. And let's not forget this too while we end it. 5 hoops, 2 trips to the bathroom, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
And yes, Luke, it's over 9,001 million. I had to beat you there for a minute. So I do want to thank. I know I'm going to probably pronounce his name wrong, so sorry if I do. Kugel Twins Bowl Fan Duo Productions, as well as JOSUE Productions Reacts. Thank both of them for being in the chat room. You guys are awesome. And I know that you guys say hi to Luke Bud and all that.
When twins, you guys are great brothers to me. From all of us LHS Club community. Thank you for being such brothers for the past, let's say, nearly a year from now. Their birthday is gonna be next month. If you watch this, Chris and Nick, happy birthday to you both. And of course, Jose Production Reacts. He's a great subscriber to my channel, and let me tell you something. He was an awesome friend to me, and he would he'd be very ignorant to show the squad to Jose Production Reacts. He will enjoy the content for you to make him react to my stuff, his, Chris Candy's, everybody. So it's great. It's like my channel when I do Els React. So my enterprise. And then thanks to Chris and me and Remix, and I will just say that once more. And this is all a live stream. And good news, I'm getting close to 8,100 videos on my main channel, but high that press. But regarding that, that's just me. And after that, it'll be all that time frame. I have one upload that's already been up to my second channel, which is about Barney, high that press, which is a special marathon tonight. I finished that VHS tape not too long ago, but it's basically a VHS tape, and I got it eBay the same day I got the tape, along with Miss K's Clubhouse doll and things like that. But high that press. But that's just me, and it'll be uploaded. That was uploaded already. Be look up, and for more uploads, my second channel soon, along. And just more uploads to my main channel so very soon. There you go. High that press. Anyways, I don't know about outros right now, but that was with me. Sorry, been a normal outro, but you know,
it's fine.
Peace out, baby. Back to Remix one entire thing. Sorry about him.
Oh well, thank you, Luke, and also big thanks to Christianity for coming on tonight's show because this was awesome.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, Remix. I've had a great time.
Yep, I did too, and I hope everybody out there did too, and all that other stuff. So again, I'll be doing another stream next Sunday where we get to do E3 for all the gamer goodness you need to know about and everything in general. So with that, guys, that's going to do it on this Sunday night. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And, this has been fun. And I know it's exhausting for the both of us. So especially Luke, who has to do a couple of things and then hit the hay. And no Barney, no bacon for you.
Yeah.
So for Luke Jeffers and Christianity and everybody here and whatnot, I'm Remix Plum, and have a great night, everybody. And again, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell and all that jazz. And that's gonna do it here for tonight. And thanks everybody, and we'll do it again next Sunday when we do another BPT mini podcast stream, which will be, oh boy, it's almost 10 o'clock. Okay, which will be July 23rd, 2023. I want to make sure that way I don't say July 69, 2023. But yeah, I digress. But with that being said, have a good night, and thank you for watching, everybody. And this has been fun, and this will conclude tonight's stream. And the three of us sitting here, talking about cartoons.
Yeah.
And me going so fast, like I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, going like 69 gazillion miles an hour. Having a brain fault moment too. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and this will conclude tonight's stream. So bye for now, and so thanks for watching, and now we're gonna hit this music right now. So have a good night, guys, and thank you for watching here on Brandon Palmer Television, and we'll see you next week.
Woohoo! Yeah.